Vanessa Joy here for Canon, and I'm going to show you the differences between the two camera sets that I own, the 1DX Mark III and the Canon EOS R, and why I choose to use either one of them on any given shoot. I'm a wedding and portrait photographer, mostly weddings to be honest, so I have use for both the DSLR and the mirrorless. Now this is not a DSLR versus mirrorless thing, I'm merely pointing out the differences between these two cameras and their basic trinity of lenses. The EF 16-35 2.8L series, the 24-70 2.8L series, as well as the EF 70-200 2.8 Mark III L series lens. Flip over to the EOS R, we've got almost the same three. We've got an extra millimeter on the 15-35 RF, the Canon 24-70 2.8 RF again lens, and the biggest difference we're all gonna see here is with this little baby, the RF 2.8 70-200. Now this one, because of how it was built, you can zoom it out and in and it extends. That way you can pack it really nice and tight, even with the lens hood on it. Now truthfully, this is not all that I'm packing on a wedding day. I have a lot of different bags, but I wanted to put these two side by side just so you can see the difference when taking either one of them. For weddings, I am bringing my DSLR kit. I'm flat out used to it. I'm used to where my fingers go. I can shoot faster with it because my muscle memory is just there. Do that one, yeah, stay right there. Oh, that was really pretty. I'm using the 1DX Mark III here for some wedding details, and a lot of times I do use a 50mm, but what's cool about using a 24-70 is I can get that overall group shot and then just zoom in to little vignettes, little parts of the setup that I have. And I'm in servo mode here, so I can just select my focus and then move around and it's gonna stay on the object that I focus on. The new deep learning technology is pretty great in this camera. So the 1DX3 I also love for weddings because of the high ISO capabilities and being able to focus in the dark. And that's great because I'm shooting in dark receptions, dark churches, and the faster I can focus, the better. Another thing to consider is the durability and the weather dust resistance sealing. Inherently, DSLR cameras protect the sensor a little bit more, and these are things that I don't want to have to worry about on a wedding day. Wedding days are long, so I do like the battery life. I actually never have to change my battery at all on the 1DX. Now let's talk about why I use the EOS R. One, it's lightweight, particularly this lens right here, which normally is much larger, but since I'm walking around a bunch, this is a perfect solution for this kind of shoot. Now one of the things I really like is the fact that this focus is so good that I can literally do this, side-eye my framing, but really talk to my client instead. Good. Look that way again. So if you keep doing that, do both hands again. One thing I'm really liking also is of course the flip screen and being able to shoot up ahead or down low without having to crawl in the water. So for this shoot, I really enjoyed using the R and the trinity of lenses, being able to switch it up, move around, communicate with my clients. It's about the right tool for the right job. Yeah, that's fun. I enjoy having both systems. Nothing wrong with liking both worlds. There are some differences and sometimes those tools are better suited for those types of jobs. Thanks so much for joining me here with Canon and happy shooting.